Hey guys, Deltadromeus 505 here, and today I am back with a sort of unboxing, if you will. I say sort of because I already unboxed everything, so it's really just more of a haul video, but technicalities aside, let's get right into this. So first of all, I found this lot on Amazon for around $11, and granted, yeah, there are a bunch of Chinosaurs, which you might scream at me in the comment section and say, why would you ever waste your money on Chinosaurs like that? Hear me out. There are some really cool figures in this lot that I cannot wait to repaint. And with that being said, I'm just going to go from worst to best. Well, least favorite to favorite. So, yeah. Starting off, we have this really bizarre looking Pterosaur. Yeah. I mean, just look at this thing. It is absolutely incorrect in every way possible. But I mean, I don't know. It's something goofy and fun to have, I guess. And it's even got a tail, as you can see there. But yeah, definitely my least favorite in this lot. So I'm just gonna put him right here. Next up, we have a generic theropod. Yep. I don't know what I'm gonna use this guy for, but like the Pterosaur over there, he might just chill in my junk drawer. We will see. So here he is. I'll put him with his buddy over there. Alright, and here is a Stegosaurus, very generic looking as well. And yeah, it's crazy looking retro screamer type face going on there. Definitely very generic, and yeah, like with the first two, you might just chill in the junk drawer unless I figure out something really neat to do with him. Alright, so next we have kind of a generic Ankylosaur, which I might use as really obscure species like Tarchia or even Zool. But you know, it's just something nice to have, I guess, for repaints. So yeah, not much to say about him. And here we have a very retro style Ceratosaurus. This one is actually not bad. I might use it in Retrosauria when I make that someday, you know, just paint it all green. But I don't know. It's kind of cool. Alright, and next we have very retro Styracosaur. It's kind of a theme with this set. Pretty much all the figures, except for two, are very retro style. And understandably, that's not appealing to everyone. But because I'm crazy enough to go and spend $11 on these guys, I mean, you know what? They're cool. I think they are. And this Styracosaur especially, because he almost resembles the Styracosaurs from this movie. I think it's called The Land That Time Forgot or something. I'll put a picture up. But yeah, he does kind of resemble those guys. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. He's definitely not terrible, in my opinion. Very inaccurate, but not terrible. And here we have kind of a strange looking Gripasaur. And this guy is cool because he almost resembles Burian's Gripasaurus a little bit. So I think I'm going to repaint him to kind of match the painting a little bit. But yeah. Put him right here. Alright, and so these next 5 figures are the ones that I really love the most out of this lot. And we're going to start off with, I just dropped one, this really cool looking Camposaurus, or something of that nature. It's actually really nice for a Chinosaur. It has a very unique pose, and just overall it doesn't look too bad. With a fresh coat of paint, I think it would look a lot better. So yeah, this guy is really cool. I think I'm going to paint him like the Zoo Tycoon Camposaurus. Alright, and so next we have one that I was really looking forward to getting. That being the Saurolophus. Reason why? Well, I want to repaint it like the Dino Riders one, because for whatever reason, that figure is very hard to find for a decent price. So, yeah, it'd be nice to have this little guy just kind of be a stand-in, I guess, until I get the original. And then I can have, a family group, kind of, a mother and child. So yeah, cool stuff with that. These next two figures are actually really cool in my opinion because they're based off of specific pieces of vintage paleo. And so, with a little context, I guess, basically, in around the 60s or 70s, this paleo artist by the name of Neve Parker created illustrations of Iguanodon and Megalosaurus. Now, as outdated as these reconstructions are, it's still really cool to have these in toy form, as you will see. So, here they are now. We have the Iguanodon and the Megalosaurus. And all I can say is just wow, because these things are very close to the original source material, and I think that's super cool, especially for anyone like myself who's a fan of vintage paleo art. And so these guys could be put in a diorama together or something. I was actually thinking of painting them monochrome or something just to homage the original artwork, but yeah, so these guys are really cool. I'm just gonna put them back here. And with that, we get to the final figure in this lot. Okay, so the last figure in this lot I consider to be the gem out of this entire set. It represents a genus that is often overlooked by most toy companies, and so to finally own this thing is just incredible, because I remember reading about it online and thinking, wow, where can I get this? And only to find that it was basically nowhere, until I found this lot on Amazon, and that's how I got this. That's right, it's a Pachycephalosaurus, one of the few figures of this animal to exist. The other one being made by Tycho for the Dino Riders line. That one is very expensive, so this is a good alternative. It's not only cheaper, but it's actually more accurate too. Another thing about this guy, he's really good for a Chinosaur in terms of accuracy, and that's surprising, but a very pleasant surprise indeed. So yeah, the Pachycephalosaurus, my favorite figure in this entire lot, truly makes it worth buying this set. Alright, and these last two figures, yep, that's right, there's still more, because in order to get free shipping, I decided to buy two safari figures. So first, here is the beautiful Macrauchenia from 2018. Truly beautiful. And it's great that I have this guy, because now he can replace the one I have currently, which is very cheap. It's basically the same quality as these guys. So it'll be nice to have a new Cenozoic addition to the collection, because it, after all, is a very nice figure. And finally, we have the Safari Gripasaurus. I believe this one is retired. I don't know for sure, but I thought I heard it was retired. Regardless though, it's really good to have this figure finally, because hadrosaurs are underrepresented in the toy market as well. So to get one, and a fairly big one at that, is really remarkable. Plus this thing is just gorgeous. I mean, look at this side of the face. It's just, the eye is painted so nicely. The other one, not so much, but hey, that's what happens when your figures are hand painted. All in all, this one is truly a beauty, and I regret not getting it sooner. But I am glad that I can finally own it in the collection. Hey guys, this is Delta from the future. Just thought I would drop this into the existing video instead of making a separate one. But yeah, so quick story, I actually won a lot of Dino Riders off of eBay. Obviously, I was not intentionally trying to win it. I just threw a bid in and I was like, oh, let's see what happens. And surprisingly, I actually won. And so I got all these awesome Dino Riders that I'm going to show you. Now, some of them may be Smithsonian reissues. I'm not sure, but regardless, let's get started. Starting off, we have probably the weakest figure in the bunch, the Ankylosaurus. Now, this really isn't quite an Ankylosaurus, but you know what, it's a fun, goofy little toy from the 80s, and it I don't know, I like it. It's got its little, you know, look at it. It's ugly, yes, but it's got its charms. But yeah, definitely the weakest of the Dino Riders figures. I'm telling you, every other one has much better detail and glass eyes, or at least, you know, plastic eyes that look like glass. So I'm just gonna put him right here. Next up, we have the Styracosaurus, and this is an original Dino Riders because you could see the hole right there on the midsection right there. That would be to snap in the harness and the armor, because these guys came with armor and riders and accessories and stuff, so you know there's little holes on the body there so you can snap in the armor. But yeah, so this guy is really cool. You can see there he's got a little action gimmick here and some good articulation too. Now unfortunately this guy has kind of an issue with his legs, because see, the plastic used for the legs must be different than the rest of the body because it feels sticky, and that is a sign of plastic degradation. Basically it's just the plastic is degrading, which is really a shame, because you know I would like to preserve this guy for as long as I can. But, I mean, it is 30-something years old at this point, so it's not really too surprising. But, yeah, luckily he is one of the more common figures in the line, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Moving on, we have the last two figures that came in this lot, which are arguably the ones I was the most excited for. So, without further ado, let's bring them in. First of all, we have the Pachycephalosaurus, and I don't know if I can fit it in the camera there, but yeah, so this guy is really awesome. Really nice detail and everything. This guy is from Series 2, and arguably the Series 2 ones are a little bit rarer than the Series 1 releases, so basically, you know, these guys right here. But yeah, not only that, but the Series 2 figures have better sculpts overall, as well as, you know, more, I guess, scientific accuracy for the time. They feel less toy-like and more like real animals. I mean, just look at the detail in this thing, it's incredible. If I can get him to stand, but yeah, so the Pachycephalosaurus, not really too obscure of a species, but really a nice figure. Finally, we have the Struthiomimus, and I mean, just look at this guy. He's great, even though he doesn't have much in terms of articulation. The sculpt and the pose are just really, really nice. Plus, for 1988, this guy has feathers. That's right, a toy made for an action figure line in the 1980s with feathers. Okay, that is incredible. So yeah, all in all, just really nice, really cool looking figure. Very glad to have it. Really glad to have all these guys, but especially the last two. So yeah, with that being said, let's get back to your regular scheduled programming. To conclude, this is basically everything I've gotten through that Amazon order, and yeah, I'm really happy with each and every one of these guys, even the ugly Pteranodon thing and Stegosaur and generic theropod over there. But yeah, these guys are all great. I cannot wait to repaint the Chinosaurs, and got 2 new safaris to add to my collection as well. They're really nice ones at that. So yeah guys, before I ramble on for too much longer, this is Deltadromeus 505 signing out. But wait, I forgot to mention that now that this video is done, I will probably be doing a collection update soon, so be on the lookout for that. Alright guys, thanks for watching, see you later.